All right, this is case number 20-348930. This is Gene and Remy and Rando Investments versus Shannon Williams and David Wilson and Autumn Wilson and other occupants of property at 9471 Beaconsfield. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Yes.
Yes.
Your appearance, counsel.
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 for the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have anyone here that lives at the property of Beaconsfield? If so, say something at this time.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
Shannon Williams.
All right, thank you, Mr. Williams. And ma'am, what's your name?
Autumn Wilson.
All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson. All right.
You're welcome.
So have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding the case that you have in front of me? Sorry?
No, sir.
Ma'am?
No, sir.
All right. So this is the first hearing on this case. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what your next hearing date is going to be on this matter. That date's going to be the 11th of February. And it's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. That's the next hearing date. What I want to do today is to give you an opportunity to speak with a lawyer that may be able to assist you in resolving this matter and understanding what your rights are. So I'm going to give you someone that you can talk to in private. I'm going to put you in a breakout room so that you can do that. You understand?
Okay, thank you.
You understand, Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Wilson?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, so in just a moment, you're going to get a prompter that's going to tell you to go to breakout room number 1. And when you get that, just click on, and you'll be speaking with attorney Steve Lockhart. Mr. Lockhart is going to speak with you in that breakout room. Is that correct, Mr. Lockhart?
Sure, Judge.
Okay.
May I ask Mr. Horka a question before we leave him?
You may at this time, sir.
Joseph, I had a note that Henry Adams might be representing these defendants, a Lakeshore note. Have you had any contact on the defendant's behalf, sir?
I don't have any paperwork or notes that would indicate that, Mr. Lockhart.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, very well. So, Mr. Williams, Ms. Wilson, you're receiving that prompter for breakout room number 1 right now. You have it?
Judge, if you could send Miss Farrington in with us. She's a Michigan law student who I may have assist.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lockhart.
Why don't we throw Mr. Salome in there also, if you would? He just joined the coalition and the ink's not dry on his bar card.
Yeah, he was very busy this morning. All right, and so he said there, now, you said it was another person that I should send, Mr. Lockhart? Is there someone else on the Zoom that he said I should send?
He was saying Caroline Farrington.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank
All right,
you.
Ms. Carrington, I'm going to send you there as well, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, so you have the return date on this, Mr. Horka, and we're all set with this one. Now, you did have another one, Mr. Horka. Do you have one at a later time?
Yes, I have one at 2:20, Your Honor.
All right, gotcha. All right, let me call Mr. Callahan. Are you present?
He's in Jones Coleman right now, Your Honor.
All right, Joe. Have you seen Mr. Wasbury?
My name's Morgan Westwood. I'm working with Mr. Wasbury's office.
All right, thank you. This is case number 2347012. This is Ralph Bunch Cooperative versus Michael Homer and other occupants of property located at 2762 East Lafayette. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Yes, Morgan Westwood, 84616 for the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, counsel. And I know that Ms. Vanessa Fluker was on this matter. Have you had any contact with her regarding this case?
Yes, Mr. Wasbury has, and we asked for an adjournment. There is a resolution in the works.
All right, just one moment. And do I have Mr. Homer on the Zoom? If you are on the Zoom, Mr. Michael Homer, say something at this time. So how much time did you guys need to finish this out, or you have some thoughts about that?
3 weeks would be ideal if possible.
All right, so I will go ahead and set it over for the 10th, the 11th of February, 2/11,
Okay.
21, and I'm going to set that at 10 o'clock a.m. on that day.
Okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counsel. Good day to you, ma'am.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
And sir, with the Galaxy phone there, sir, what's your name? Please identify yourself, sir. Sir, identify yourself and tell me which case you're on, if you will. Yes, I think you're on mute. Say something to me. Are you able to hear me, sir? Are you able to hear me?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. I do see that Mr. Sagatti has something at 2:10 and then perhaps something a little bit after that as well.
Yeah, we have 2:10 and 2:20, I believe, and 2:30, and Gary is in 4 different courtrooms. These are first hearings as well.
Not a problem. We'll deal with it as it comes up.
Thank you.
All right, the court at this time calls case number 23-48934. This is Sweet Properties LLC versus Maurice Rucker and occupants at 18312 Harlow. The court also calls 8938, that's Sweet Properties LLC versus Chantel Woods and other occupants of property at 5032 West Boston, the lower unit. The court calls the suffix 8942, that's Sweet Properties versus Angela Detley and other occupants of property at 19946 Watson. The court calls the suffix 8946, that's Jaturia Bradley regarding property at 20235 Maynard in the city of Detroit. The court calls the suffix 8950, that's 5766 Caju LLC versus Barbara White and other occupants of property at 11801 Lake Point. The court calls the suffix 8954, that's Lenina Haynes and Taya Haynes, strict at Taya Hall, Taya, last name Hall, and all occupants of property at 18492 Mark Twain in the city of Detroit. Counsel, your appearance at this time, sir.
Judge Kevin Callahan, P78273, representing plaintiff in all the matters called, with the exception of case ending in 938, Sweet Properties versus Chantel Woods. We will be dismissing that case as EDP is already paid in full and she is at a zero balance. The others, we would ask for a adjournment on the matters pursuant to the administrative order.
All right, and it does appear that those matters are first hearing matters and they will be set over. I am dismissing the suffix 8938 and we'll wait an order on that file as well. Do I have any person on the Zoom who heard your name called? If you heard your name called, say something at this time. If you heard your name or your address called, please say something at this time. It appears on these matters that neither of the defendants or occupants have appeared. Accordingly, I will set the matters over for the 11th of February. And I'm going to go ahead and set that at 10 o'clock a.m., 11th February, 10 o'clock a.m.
Thank you,
on each of these matters. Thank you, counsel. Same time. You know what I did? I filled the word. As I was looking to come out. I set it down. It's kept it going. Yeah. How many cups I have? just hold this eviction judgment, just hold it in abeyance until the first.
Okay, the first.
You got, unmute yourself, sir, if you want to say something to me. You got to unmute yourself and say something. Yeah, I can't hear you, so you're on. Maybe you need to make sure your volume is up. There you are. All right, say something now. Well, you had it. You had it. So is our volume up? Okay.
No, we're up.
Mr. Lockhart says he can't hear me. You can't hear me, Mr. Lockhart? Mr. Lockhart, I can't hear you. Mr. Centauri.
We hear you, Judge. We can't hear the gentleman with Galaxy A11.
right.
You might need to call in, sir. Do we have if we can give him the phone number, maybe he can call in?
Yeah. If you can unmute yourself now, you're muted. So push your unmute button. There you go. Go ahead and talk now. Do you have a device, a place where you can turn up your volume? I don't know what it is. You get unmuted.
at the bottom, it should be a mic. That red mic, if he hits that, it should be an unmute option.
Yeah, well, he's unmuted now. I don't know what's going on. So what's your suggestion, Mrs. Santora?
If we give him the number, he might be able to call in, and so at least we can talk to him.
Okay, so why don't you do that?
What phone number would you like? I'll write it down.
5678.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about calling your office, sorry. Go ahead, which number, Madam Clerk?
965-5678. She's calling.
I think Steve's making a sign for him.
Yeah. So
That's 965.
5678.
5678, sir. If you could hear me, call in 965-5678. Just take that number down.
5678.
965-5678.
Got to try again.
So yes, sir, you may have to 965, what's those last four digits?
5678.
5678. You got it right, sir. 965-5678. Yep. Yep, just call in and we'll pick it up from there. Yes, sir. Log her out. Your numbers, I don't know.
I can't write backwards very well.
Team speaking can help you. You can't. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, sir.
Judge Coleman told
Yes,
me to call
he
in
can-
because they couldn't hear me.
Yes, he can hear you. He can hear you now.
Yes, I don't know what the connection problem was there, sir. So that's why I had you call in. Good afternoon to you. What is your name?
Reginald Miller.
All right, thank you, Mr. Miller. I'm getting ready to call your case right now because it's that time. And this is case number 20348958. This is Reginald Miller versus Angela Askew regarding property at 2425 Clemens Street. Today is the date and time set for a hearing regarding a complaint for non-payment of rent. And I have Mr. Reginald Miller. You're the owner of the property, is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do I have, I'm looking to see whether I have Miss Angela Askew in the Zoom or any person that lives at the property on Clemens Street. If you're in this Zoom, please say something at this time. All right. So this is the first hearing on this matter, Mr. Miller. And as such, there's an administrative order that requires that I set a second hearing. So I'm going to give a new hearing date on this, and a new notice will be sent out to Ms. Askew as well as to yourself. But you already have the information. So I'm going to set a date for you to come back on February the 11th. February the 11th at 10 o'clock a.m. So that's when you're going to call back in. That gives Ms. Askew another chance to come in. If she comes on that date, we'll conduct the hearing. If not, you will have the right to request a judgment by default be entered, and that you have the right to have the tenant evicted if she does not pay under your complaint. You understand, sir?
Yes, I hear you, sir. Oh, I was going to call you officer. I'm sorry, Judge.
That's okay. No problem.
Judge, I have the water bill is in my name. She hasn't paid not one water bill in about 10 months. The water bill is $981.41 as of now. And I talked to the water company and they told me I have to go online and do something to get it out of my name. I can't continue. She hasn't paid no rent in 10 months. I'm out of like $7,000, already. And now we got another month. They're using like $100 per month in water. I mean, she don't pay her bills and paying the water bill, just she killing me.
Yeah, and a part of that, of course, is the fact that all of this comes down during this pandemic and the court shutdown and the moratoriums. So you're right that in so many ways your hands have been tied on this. The court is now open and the eviction moratorium is lifted, but the Supreme Court of the state of Michigan has given a set of rules that I have to operate by, and that's why you hear me talking about that adjournment to the next date. So it's really not anything that you can do until that next date that you come back in front of me. And if that person shows up, I have attorneys that they could talk to, and sometimes these type of situations can be put into what's called the eviction diversion program, and a portion of their rent obligation can be paid, and you could get some of your money that way. But without the tenant being here, we can't even begin to start that process. But if the tenant is not here on the next date, then a judgment will enter and you will be entitled to a writ thereafter to allow her to be removed or the persons to be removed from the property. That's the process going forward. And again, a lot of the experience that you've had is because all of this came along at the worst possible time when there's a pandemic and there's a moratorium on evictions and et cetera, et cetera. So that's where things are, Mr. Miller. So
all right, I understand what you're saying, but
I'm listening.
Like it's a 2-family flat.
Yes, sir.
They changed the locks. I can't get in. They don't change the lock. Now how can that's a breach of contract there. It's been so many breach of the contract. She had a 1-year lease. Rental landlord, residential lease.
Yes.
Lease was over September 1st, 2020.
Yes.
And it's like it ain't even my house. I can't even get in. I went to go get in the other day. They don't change the locks. I just put new locks on there. I can't even get in my own house, my own property.
Right. Well, you follow.
I can't get in. I got a lot of my father's stuff in the basement, and I got stuff upstairs, in the other unit. And it's a lot of important stuff in there that my dad had, the up and downstairs, and I can't get in the house.
Right. Well, again, you follow the proper procedures, and things are where they are, unfortunately, at this point. One of the things that you may very well be able to do, I think that you probably, if you got someone that you could talk to, a lawyer that will give you some information, you might want to look at how you might be able to go about going into the property for purposes of making an inspection or retrieving items that may belong to you. And there's a way for you to give a written notification with perhaps 48 hours notice before making entry into the premises. So you may want to talk with someone to see if there's a way for you to go about doing that. But at this point, there's not anything that the court can do to assist you in this regard because of where the rules are right now. So you got
February 11th is like 2 weeks from now, right?
Well, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks or so from now. Well, I guess it's put it at 3 weeks. Yeah, that's
I would really love the next time we had this Zoom meeting, I could be able to hear you. You can hear me because I got a lot of documents here I would like to show you, and and it seems like it would be a better.
Well, no, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you clearly, and I think that you're hearing me.
I can hear you, but I thought I'd be able to show you some documents and stuff, but I can't show you no documents.
Right.
Like the
Today,
the lease and everything.
Well, see, a lot of that. Let me stop you for a moment. let me stop you for a moment. You wouldn't be able to show any of that today because of the rules that are in place. But then some of that I won't even need to look at. It's obvious that there was a landlord-tenant relationship here. It's obvious that the document will show that the lease came to an end, and it's obvious that the tenant occupants are still living in the property. So some of those things, I mean, that's pretty clear that those things are the case. The issue, of course, that you brought before the court, that's in your complaint that you filed, is that you haven't been paid rent for a substantial period of time, and also that utilities are not being paid as they should, and the water bill is in your name. All of that is documented with your complaint. So you have to come back on the 11th. Hopefully the tenant shows up. If the tenant does not, then on the 11th, I will give you a judgment, and you can move forward with your judgment that will allow you to begin the process to get your property back.
Wow. I didn't know that if she got another break. She was getting so many breaks. Now she get another break.
Well,
Wow.
if it helps you psychologically to call it a break, then you can certainly do that. But I want you to understand that whether you are whichever side of this you might be on, there's always going to be rules, and that's what's happening here. Is that there are rules that are involved. Now you know that this pandemic has been what it has been. Some people may regard it as a break. They may regard it as taking advantage of someone or whatever. But we're stuck with certain rules. That's the challenge.
It's definitely taking advantage of me.
Yeah,
It's definitely taking advantage of
yeah, but the rules are what they are right now. You understand that?
I hear what you're saying, Judge, but I'm having a hard time myself, and she taking me down and down and down.
Well, I hear you loud and clear on that. And I know what it would be good, and what you'd like for me to tell you is that I can make that better right now. And I can't. So you gotta have to come back on the 11th.
Judge, I know you got another case, but
yes, sir. All right, so
I thought this was going to be a joyful day, but I'm still thinking.
Well, it's a step.
Right,
It's a step forward. All right. All right. So see.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. You too, sir. All the best to you.
Your Honor, may I interject?
Yes, sir.
Lockhart. Judge, in case you need to know, even though it shows YouTube is live, this morning I tried to observe your docket on YouTube unsuccessfully. My paralegal just says they can't connect on YouTube, and I know that happened earlier this week. Just for your information, YouTube does not appear to be working.
And I have not, for whatever it's worth, I've not been able to access the YouTube mechanisms for being able to delete certain hearings. So it's something going on with that. Yeah. And I'm just trying to do a good job of being the judge.
Just wanted to make sure you know. My apologies for interrupting again.
No apologies. Your point is well taken. I hope that my effort to do the judicial part of this is not as choppy as some of the technology stuff is with this. All right, so from Mr. Sagati's office, is someone, counsel, going to be here? Ma'am? Gary, at Mr. Sagati's office? Is someone going to be here from Mr. Sagati's office? Not getting anything there, so let's go. This is case number 20-348966. This is Banyan Property Management Services LLC versus Felix Fudge, and occupants of property at Somerset is also Shawana Spencer. The court also calls the suffix 8970. That's Jean Rogers versus Tiffany Richardson, and occupants of property at 18983 Winthrop. Counsel, your appearance at this time, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiffs. The court just called.
All right, thank you, counsel. And let me find out, do I have anyone living at the address on Somerset that's on this Zoom at this time? If you are, please identify yourself. If you're at the property on Somerset, please identify yourself. Also want to check and see if there is someone on the property at Winthrop, Miss Tiffany Richardson. If you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time. All right, both matters are up for first hearing. Matters set on for 2:20 in the PM. It is now 2:25. Neither party has logged in or checked in or responded to the court's call. Given that it is the first hearing on these matters, the matters will be set on under the administrative rule for second hearing. That hearing date is going to be 2/11/21, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. The matters are reset accordingly, and new notices will be sent.
Judge, can I get the case number of the first case you called, Banyan property?
That's 8966, 2034-8966. That's Banyan property versus Felix Fudge and Shawana Spencer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. Oh, no, okay. Those are just new dates.
Okay.
All right, case number 2034-8962 and 8974 and 74, Tariq Mohammed versus James David Friel, and occupants of property at 6779 Rutland, apartment B2, regarding the suffix 962, Mel Cross versus Betty Wilcox and other occupants of property at 15803 North Lawn, apartment A1. The matters are before the court for first hearing regarding complaints for non-payment of rent. Is there anyone present, any attorney in Mr. Sagati's office on these matters today?
Your Honor, Gary Sigari is on another Zoom hearings.
All right, thank you. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Tamara Alswais.
All right, slow down and do that first name again.
Tamara, Tamara.
All right, and the last name?
Alsweis.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Let me see on this matter if Ms. Wilcox or any person living on North Lawn, are you present here in this hearing? If so, say something at this time. If there's any person present on the property regarding Rutland, James Friel, or any occupant of the Rutland property B2, please say something at this time. It looks like, for the record, that those persons have not appeared, and that this is the first hearing with regard to these matters. Accordingly, excuse me, the court will set the matters on for a second hearing, 2/11/21 at 10 o'clock a.m. This matter is set over for the next action date. And you'll let Mr. Sagati or Mr. Flessley know of the subsequent dates, if you will, ma'am.
I will. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
And likewise to you, ma'am.
Your Honor, this is Lockhart. In hopes of being efficient, may I ask the person named Scott Taylor in what capacity he's here?
Yes. Taylor?
Mr. Scott Taylor, are you hearing us?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Sir, may I ask which case you're here on?
I have a case number 20348997.
8997? Oh.
D
Are you
Land Group.
with D Land Group or are you here with Rashida Hudson? Radisha?
I'm Scott Taylor.
Yeah, he's
Oh, you're one of the tenants. I see you now, sir.
I'm
Okay.
one of the tenants, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm just trying to figure out who's here.
Oh, okay. I was just listening in, you know, observing and trying
to. Let me ask you, Mr. Scott, you're still living at the property, is that correct, on Peerless, correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance to talk with or speak with a lawyer regarding what your rights might be in this matter?
Somewhat with the eviction diversion program lawyers. I tried, you know, contacting them. I first I filled out papers with them and the landlord back in September 10th, 2020.
So here's what I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna set it up so that you could talk with someone today, a lawyer, to go through your rights and discuss the implications of this case. And I'm going to go ahead and set a new date. But let me call the case formally. This is 20348997. This is D Land Group LLC versus Scott Taylor and Rashida Radisha.
Radisha Hudson, yes.
Hutson is that last name. 10976 Peerless is the street address. All right, and so this matter before the court for first hearing. Mr. Fred Coleman is the attorney of record under P56548. Matter is set on for 2:50, and so this is a bit early on the call. Mr. Taylor, Scott Taylor, who lives at that address, is present in the Zoom. So, Mr. Taylor, I'm going to go ahead and give you a chance to talk with someone that's here now, the lawyer, and I'm going to go ahead and set the new date on this matter as well. That new date is going to be the 11th of February, and it's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. 2/11 at 10 a.m. That's the next date that you're going to Zoom in.
Okay.
And I'm going to put you in the breakout room to talk with a lawyer right now. So who's going to talk with Mr. Taylor at this point?
I can talk to him, Judge. Steve, you spoke with the last one.
And Tony's better at digging out people with prior contacts.
All right, so I'm going to put you with Mr. Santorio, Attorney Santorio, Mr. Scott. So I'm putting you in breakout room number 2, and you're going to get a notice from me right about now. Did you notice, sir?
Yep.
Your Honor, could you add me as well, please?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Salami will be there as well.
The land of last that's going to be on the 3rd, 10:30. So,
okay.
10:30.
All right, I see. Okay, let's move you to 2. And there you are, Mrs. Salami.
You can download. Well, you have to download the app. You have to download the app. Zoom on your phone or computer. Put it on your phone or your computer, either one. But
Thank you, Mr. Locker.
Oh, yeah, so on that day, on the 3rd. Oh, we can't do that.
These afternoons are gonna kill me.
No, they have a.
I'm trying to do something about that. We're trying to do something about that.
Judge, while we have some downtime, I know you like to have your downtime, but could I introduce a law student to you?
Absolutely.
You're not gonna have.
Miss Farrington, you want to show your face?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Hi, Judge.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm
It's
doing
a
well. How
pleasure.
are you?
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Farrington. So you up there at U of M, correct?
I'm a second year.
Excellent, excellent. So, everything's Zoom now, or you have to be on campus? What's going on?
Everything is Zoom. Yep. Just like for you.
They figured out a way to do the put you on the spot on Zoom as well?
Yes, they still do cold calls, that's for sure.
Well, great. Well, I wish you well. It's good to have you as a part of this process. I look forward to working with you as you go along.
It's gonna have you push it.
Welcome.
If I could intermeddle again, there's a person connecting that possibly you'd want to have Miss Farrington and I interview.
Absolutely.
Tariq's Galaxy S.
Yes, and on the Galaxy phone, Tariq, please identify yourself. Tell me who you are.
Tariq Galaxy S, you're showing that you're muted. Please unmute yourself.
We paying up.
Yeah, tell me who you are.
Put you back
Say your
into the
name.
courtroom. You will. You will.
All right, go ahead. You're lit up, so talk. Can you say something? Maybe you need to turn your volume up a little bit or something?
Push a button, he'll give you a button push, and you'll be with the attorney. And you'll talk to them inside the room, and he'll come back in. No, I don't think so. You just talk to the attorney, okay?
Good afternoon to
So
you.
you have to show up on that day at 10:30. All right, bye.
You were almost there. Try again, talk to me again. Tell me who you are. In the morning sessions, I can't get people to stop talking. They have to get to the speaker. I know it's technology, but hey. All right, so whoever has the Tariq device, when you can figure out how to say something, I'm waiting to hear from you. So keep working at it. You're not muted any longer. Well, you're muted again. So you have to unmute yourself. There you go. You unmuted. Okay, you're muted again. You're going back and forth. Okay, you're unmuted.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I guess I have to push a button to talk, so I am in, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear you. So what's your name?
Tariq Mohammed.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. And which case are you on? I believe I may have called your case. I think it was set for 210 or something. Is that correct, sir?
The email I got was for 230-6779 Rutland. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm too late. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's okay. We'll figure it out. What's those last digits on your number?
Here you go. I see you right now. I see you.
Okay, just
yeah, I'm on Zoom now. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed, silence yourself for just a moment, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
on mute.
Mr. Mohammed, what was your case number, sir?
Judge, this is Lockhart. He was file 974 at 2:30. Mr. Sagati's his lawyer, and you adjourned it to February 11.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lockhart, for updating. And yes, Mr. Mohammed, that case is adjourned until the 11th of October, 11th of February at 10 o'clock a.m. And have you had an opportunity to, now, are you the?
He's the plaintiff, Judge.
Okay, all right, very well. So yeah, your attorney's office has the information, and what you want to do is you want to zoom back in on the 11th of February at 10 o'clock a.m., sir.
Duly noted. My apology.
I'm sorry?
I said duly noted. Thank you very, very much, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good day to you, sir.
We'll do the same.
All right, and I'm looking now at a phone that has Kristen Reed. What's your name, sir?
My name is James Friel.
All right, and what case are you on, sir? What's you have the last three digits of the case that you're on?
Yes, 974.
Okay. 974 is.
Here is Mr. James David. Friel.
Yes, James David Friel. That's me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Friel. Yeah, I called this earlier. It was set at 2:30, and because it was the first hearing, I set it over to the next hearing, the 11th of February at 10 o'clock a.m. That's when the next hearing will be on this matter. 2/11 at 10 a.m. Now, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding your rights in this matter and regarding opportunities to perhaps resolve this matter, sir?
No, I haven't. I called someone and they told me a lawyer supposed to contact me, but a lawyer never did contact me.
Okay. All right. So I have someone available. I have an attorney available to speak with you now to help you get prepared for that date on the 11th of February. Would you like to speak with someone, sir?
Yes. Yes, I would.
All right. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to Attorney Steve Lockhart, and I'm going to place you in a breakout room with him. The breakout room is number 1. And so you're going to get a prompter from me in just a moment. That's going to send you to breakout room number 1, sir.
I'm going to head there now, Your Honor. I'll see you in breakout, Mr. Friel.
Same day. We get 2:11. And Ms. Carrington, if you wanted to go back into breakout room 1 with Mr. Lockhart, you should be able to go back. It's on your device.
I think I'll actually be staying in the main Zoom room for notes, but thank you.
Oh, not a problem. You guys, did you get to see any of the inauguration stuff?
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I forgot to look up my phone. Were you able to watch a little bit of it?
A little bit back in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, you work in this, you're in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I know.
You see what Lady Gaga was wearing?
No.
That big old bird pendant she had on.
Yeah. What was it?
Big bird
It
pendant.
looked like the Hunger Games. If you ever seen that movie.
Yeah.
That big old, it was like huge, like taking up half of her chest.
What did she say?
I'm not sure.
No.
She said,
So somebody someday. Was it Garth Brooks that sung the Amazing Grace? One of them Western. I was doing other stuff in that, so.
well, I'm glad everything went good.
Yeah,
Nobody
so-
acts crazy.
Had no choice but to.
So
Yeah.
far.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then this is just day one.
Yeah, that's day one, but everything went well, given the fact that there was so much of it going on.
Yeah.
They got nobody in the city, man. It's nobody on the mall.
Ghost town.
Yeah, it used to be 400,000 million people could show up.
They tried to make sure it was safe. They was like, oh, y'all want to act like a fool? Nobody coming. Yeah. How long you think they're gonna have the National Guard there?
I think, clearly, I think after this week, they're gonna reduce that size substantially. But, they're gonna have an overwhelming presence for a while. Good afternoon to you, Ms. McConnell. You're Thomasina McConnell, is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, and I see that you are, you live at the address on Woodbine Street in Detroit, is that correct?
Yes.
So that case, that case is set for calling right now. I'm going to go ahead and call the case. Case number 20-348993. This is North Hills Property LLC versus Thomasina McConnell, and occupants of property at 18988 Woodbine. Matters before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The attorney that represents the plaintiff in this matter is in another courtroom. That's Mr. Frederick Coleman, P number 565848. So this is the first hearing on this matter, ma'am. Have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding your rights and other opportunities that might be available to resolve the matter that you have in front of the court, ma'am?
No, I haven't. I've actually spoken with one of the
Housing agencies?
actually it was I deal with the property management company. I've been at this address for over 11 years. So they were trying to, I guess, have some type of negotiation between me and the owner of the property, but he never got back with me. And he did explain that he wanted to cancel the court hearing, but I wanted to be compliant because even though we have spoke verbally, I have not received anything in the mail stating that the hearing was going to be canceled. So I don't know exactly if they're in communications with the lawyer either, because he's like, well, they were supposed to have canceled. And I explained to him that it had not been canceled and that a hearing was coming up. And I had spoke with him last week.
Okay, all right. So, of course, I have nothing that indicates that the hearing is canceled. I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter. We have lawyers available in the zone that will speak to you and go over what your rights are and in ways that the case might be resolved. I'm waiting for Mr. Coleman to come in, the attorney for the plaintiff, to see if they have received, if he has any information regarding the case being withdrawn or anything. But in the meantime, it would be worthwhile for you to be able to go over what your issues and challenges are with an attorney. And so I'm going to set you up to talk with someone in that regard.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yes.
All right. All right, so who's available to talk to Miss McConnell regarding the suffix 8993 property at 18988 Woodbine in the city of Detroit? All right, it looks like Mr. Centorio is available, and even though he's muted right now. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Attorney Centorio. That breakout room is room number 2. So you're going to get a prompter from me to send you there right about now, ma'am. Let's see, and there's your prompter. And
Okay.
Mr. Centorio will meet you there momentarily.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Centorio, I think you already have the prompter to go back, sir. Yes. And Mr. Taylor, I believe that you have the information as to when you come back on this matter, and so you could, I think you could zoom out now, all right?
All right. Thank you again, Judge.
Thank you, sir, and good day to you. See you the next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
You signed this, order of release escrow, you want me to release it to, the plaintiff? Or is it, or actually, probably the plaintiff, she's asking, she's the one who signed for it.
Yeah.
But the, she has an attorney, so I don't even release it.
Yeah, you release it to.
She did, the plaintiff did, but she has an attorney, okay, I don't know if it's good. $10,000. Yeah. 2,000 since 2019. They say trust and escrow. The file isn't here. It's the old file.
Right, so it should be released to Mr. Galen's office.
Mr. Galen's office. Okay, all right. So I'll put that.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Mr. Frill and Miss Reed, you're all set if you wish to be. You're back in the courtroom.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we're leaving.
All right.
She has experience with hanging up on.
Are we just waiting for Fred to connect?
Well, yes, if he's going
I
to.
think Fred has all of Ravitz' cases as well. I think your court officer said.
There's only, there are 3 cases, and Miss McConnell on the suffix 8993 is speaking with Mr. Centorio.
Okay, thank you.
So that one is dealt with, and then we have the 8978 and 9005. Those are the 2 that are at 3 o'clock.
Okay. These are subsidized housing. We'll see who shows up.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Right, this is case number 20348978. This is Newberry Homes versus Cynthia Hayes and other occupants of property at 3923 31st Street. The court also calls 20349005. That's Saratoga Homes versus Carla Caree and other occupants of property at 14902 Saratoga. In both matters, the counsel of record is Mr. Lee Ravitz, P number 25314. The attorney standing in for Mr. Ravitz is Mr. Frederick Coleman, P number 56548. Mr. Coleman is in another courtroom. These matters were set on the suffix 8978 for 2:30 p.m. and the suffix 9005 for 3 o'clock p.m. It appears that neither Cynthia Hayes nor Carla Caree the respective defendants in these matters have signed into the Zoom today. These are our first hearings with respect to both matters. Accordingly, the court is going to set the matters over for the second hearing date and do a renotice on these matters. That second hearing date is going to be the 11th of February, 2021, and that is going to be at 10 o'clock p.m. That's regarding both matters.
Judge,
I see Mr. Coleman coming in now.
to try to assist Mr. Coleman, it looks like you might have missed file ending 001.
What was the name on that?
Saratoga versus Larkin. Mr. Coleman, Judge Coleman just adjourned your rabbits cases to February 11th, but I show one on the docket that I didn't hear him call.
Well, the other three were dismissed. There should have been a 978 and a 005.
Yeah, 978 and 005. Those are not dismissed, correct, sir?
No, those are going forward, Your Honor.
Yes, and those are set over for the 11th of February, 2021 at 10 o'clock a.m. on both of those matters, sir. Neither party showed up. No defendant showed up on those matters. Regarding the subjects 8993 North Hill Properties versus Thomasina McConnell, she is present. Mr. Santorio spoke with her. I don't see where she's come back from the breakout room. Mrs. Santorio?
And who spoke to Mrs. McConnell?
Oh, I did, Mr. Coleman. This is Anthony Sartorio from Michigan Legal Services. P 84851. She should be coming back shortly.
And she was indicating that that someone told her before she went to talk to Mrs. Santorio that this case was going to be dismissed or something.
That's not true. She was actually supposed to be in money from EDP, but it was declined because something happened fraudulent. So no, there was no intention of dismissing this matter whatsoever.
All right. She's still in the breakout room, so maybe you can go back and get her, Mr. Santorio.
Yes, sure.
Fred, I might be causing more confusion, but did you have a file ending 001?
I don't think so. What's the client?
The docket shows a rabbits case, Saratoga versus Larkin.
That's being dismissed.
At 3
That's being
o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
984988, I look, or something like that, and 001 all dismissed. Steve, I had one other one. Was that one adjourned? The one ending in 997?
99.
I show that was adjourned to February 11th at 10 a.m.
I think that someone's.
The defendant, Scott Taylor, did show.
Okay. Who's talking to him?
Mr. Santorio.
Okay.
I want to know, but I don't want to know about this McConnell matter.
No, you stay out of it. Stay out of it.
Yep. Yep. I don't want to know.
I can send you a copy of the letter.
Oh my. my,
I don't want to know.
oh my.
Judge Coleman and Fred, I think you've been finding because landlords were applying independent of the court cases and because tenants were applying independent of court cases, we're starting to detect some problems where one pocket pays or processing and another pocket doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I've got hit with that once or twice.
Yeah.
We haven't found it yet, but I'm starting to wonder if a landlord and a tenant could get together and run a hustle. But
I'm
so far,
sure it's happening.
Oh yeah. I haven't found it yet.
Have you guys got any news on when Judge Milner's?
Yes, I do have news. The family out. It's going to be at Swanson.
Text it to me later. We're back. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Mr. Coleman?
I'm fine. You're handling the case for
And so yeah, we're back on the record.
I was able to speak with Ms. McConnell. I would like some time to speak with her further to see if we can assist, if we can get an adjournment. I'm sorry for interrupting, Your Honor.
Thank you. So my inclination would be to set the matter over for the 11th of February and put it at 10 o'clock a.m. That'd be the next action date regarding this matter.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
And I'll be speaking to you, Mr. Coleman.
I'm gonna shoot you my email address if you don't have it already.
I believe I do. I think I emailed you on another matter last week.
Tyler, you got the information regarding the next date to zoom in, man.
And Anthony, you're dealing with is that yours? No, that's not yours.
Mrs. Santoro, you'll make sure she has the information correct, sir.
Yes, I will. Ms. McConnell, you have the information.
Yes.
February 11th at 10 a.m. will be the next hearing to zoom into.
Okay, will it be the same Zoom link that I have now?
Yes, it'll be the same link.
Okay, the 11th at 10.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anthony, you're dealing with Scott Taylor as well, correct?
Yes, I spoke with Mr. Taylor.
Okay. If you need any documents, request them. We'll send them over to you immediately, okay?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
Your Honor, it's always a pleasure. Your staff have a wonderful day. Steve, take that information.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it as we speak. I'll get it to you as soon as I got it. The funeral's going to be broadcast remote, family hours at Swanson. But I got to get you the dates and time.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you gentlemen tomorrow and ladies.
All right.
Good day to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Good day. Good day to everyone. Thank you, Madam Court Report. Appreciate you. That's the end of the court call. All right. Good day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care, Judge.
Ms. McConnell,
Tony, I need to talk.